What's up? How you guys doing today? Uh, Here, do another video, real quick. I'm at work already. Probably should do something. I don't know. It's kind of cold, and I don't know. I'm kind of sore from yesterday, so. But we'll continue in a minute. The word today, God put on my heart was forgiveness. Guys, you guys got to have forgiveness. People are just people. Anytime you put your faith in people, you'll be let down. So just remember that, God loves you. He's got a plan for you. He'll put your faith in him. So I guess this video we could call it, nothing's ever good enough for a narcissist part two. But excuse me, guys. Haven't had enough coffee yet this morning. I drink iced coffee. I don't know about you guys, but I'm addicted to that. Starbucks iced coffee, man. It's too expensive. Anyway, um, they won't ever see you guys. They just won't. They won't ever see your value. They can't. They To them, when they give you any sort of validation or see any value, it's instead of it being like a normal person and be like, yay, my partner's this, that's a good thing, that makes us better. They take it as like a slight. They take it as it hurts their pride and their ego. Um, Mainly because they're just twisted people, man. It's just unfortunate. It really is. It's really sad. So, I'd go to work all day, and it was like a perfect storm, my relationship with the narcissist, and I probably jumped into it, way too fast. Um, and because I didn't know a lot about people, and because I perceived the world as good and glass half full, um, I, I I kind of just thought I had this ability to just be good and do good and drag someone along for the ride, I guess, that they would see and get with the program. Like it wouldn't be hard. Not, you know, like it's hard to fight with somebody that is like, I'm laid back as hell. I'm real easygoing, Now, am I, strongly opinionated at times? Yeah, I am. Well, I'm not. I'm going to call bullshit when it's bullshit. I'm not going to let you pull the wool over my eyes. Um, but with her, she broke all the rules. The only one that ever could get me emotionally riled up, mentally drain me. After being drained physically. I'd work all day. See, they want you to do everything. And if you don't, they make you feel bad about it. And then even when you do all of that, there's still some other complaint, and it's like, damn, I'm a person. I can't keep up. I would work all day. I wanted to do good. Like I wanted this marriage to work. I wanted it to. My first one. Didn't I wanted to make this thing work. So I was willing to let things go that I should have never let go. Um, when someone isn't loyal to anything, guys, they can't be loyal to you. Just remember that. And they can talk about it all they want. It's a punchline. It's bullshit. People that have integrity don't really talk about integrity. People that don't lie don't, constantly have to validate themselves. I don't lie. People that don't manipulate don't have to, you know, they don't have to talk about those. This is just instilled in them, and it's instilled in their character. Um, Blatant attacks on my character. That's one thing that, especially by someone that you care about, someone that should know you differently. I don't know if that pisses y'all off. That just pisses me off. But anyway, I'd work all day. I'd come home. I'd cook dinner. She didn't want to cook meals. Whatever. My kids are there, so of course I'll cook. One real sad thing, what what I'll be probably doing the next couple of years of my life. Now that I'm starting to get an understanding of what's really going on and what really happened to me. Like, is it just a whirlwind, guys? Comment down below. Like, is it just, man? It's hard to explain what they do because mine was real subtle, and she comes off real, real charming, you know, and it's crazy the amount of people that come up to me afterwards and say, "Dude, you're nothing like she describes you as," and that's coming from her family members, her friends. I wasn't allowed to have friends, so anybody who gets too close, they fear that there will be more than one person that can see them and out them, and that's their biggest fear. Anyway, it'll never be good enough. I worked all day. I'll come home, make dinner. I do laundry half the time. Um, uh, would she clean up? A lot of narcissists are neat freaks. So, okay, she would clean up. I mean, thank God. I'm not going to say she didn't bring anything to the relationship because she did. But if she could have slowly, like, turned it around to where I did everything, that wouldn't have been a problem for her. And she always wanted like this equal share in the business, and it's like, who cares? Like, you could have, like, it's obviously the one putting in the work who is making it go and making it run. Um, I it's not an argument to me. It's not a fight to me. I could care less. I don't need credit. I don't. Um, at the end of the day, if you know you can only do as best as you can do, and at the end of the day, if you know in your heart that's what you're doing, then that's all you should need, guys. You don't need to overly kill it. You just do good. Just try your best. If you don't like your situation, change it. You know, um, unfortunately, I didn't know a lot about of these behaviors, and so where I didn't know there was a name. I didn't know narcissist was it. I didn't know that the tendencies of evil people. Of course, I thought that there was something there, but I couldn't, put my finger on it because I guess I was uninterested and uneducated on these type of people. I've always kind of said this, like, they got these, people that are really observant and this and that. I got a right hook, so, they piss me off too bad. They try to get over on me. They try to take advantage. Well, all that's out the window when it's, the person that you're supposed to love the most. And for them to be able to do that to somebody, it's evil. There's no other way. There's no other word around it. You reach out to their family, and you understand. Sometimes the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and not all of them. Not all of them. And I think some of them. It's like you either go one way or another when you come from an abusive, home where you're not told you're good enough, where you're never validated, where you're not really shown, what it is, And I don't blame my parents, It's, back in the days, speak when spoken to, and be seen, not heard. I think was it, and be polite, and if not, we'll whack you over the head one, and if so, you'd be able to go on about your business. But I think some people, they branch off from that and they become narcissists. They become evil. They build this everything to never let a human get close enough again to hurt them. And then some people go the other way and they just kind of like doormats to a point, they just, they've been told they're bad their whole life, so they, put on this facade of, being good. And in my heart, I do, want to help people. That's it. That's why I'm doing this. I think this testimony can help some people realize, hey man, you're not the only one. And if you've ever thought about recording conversations, if you've ever thought about just keeping a journal of what they've done or said, so you can go back and show them, if you've ever thought about if I just say it this way, then maybe they'll understand. If you've ever just been that determined guy or woman to get your relationship to work and it just feels like it is falling on deaf ears, you are not alone. These people are out there. It's intentional. It's on purpose. They have an evil, evil spirit on them, and it's bad. And it can almost, take you. You lose yourself. You're not allowed to have hobbies. They want every waking moment. They'll complain about you not spending time with the kids, and then you spend time with the kids, and then they're jealous and they're throwing pots and pans in the other room because you're spending time with the kids, and you're just like, what? And like me, I have this list that goes on in my head. It's like this internal list, and it's like she'll tell me what everybody needs, and I put a list in it. It'll be based on which stores I'm around, and it'll be based on what I see a bigger need, or which who needs who what first or whatever. And anytime someone else came on that list, and she wasn't number one, oh man, it's just like, what do you do? And you literally, me, I stopped feeding into it. I realized that she didn't have my best interest at heart. you know um I'm not proud of some things, but I mean, she'd called the cops on me, and I mean, completely, bullshit, like anyone would get angry over this, but I didn't have to get physical. I got charges, and I would leave. I'd been in trouble in the past, so my thing would be leave, and then she'd call the cops, and then boom, all of a sudden I got a warrant out. It's like, are you kidding me, man? And when you realize that, and you go sit in jail, and you're like, I can't feed into this person. I can't let her rile me up like that, because and I was thinking that in my thinking was like, if I don't react to it, then she'll quit doing it. And instead she left. you know you can only do so much, though, for these people. And maybe she is getting help, and that's what I pray. Maybe she's you know trying to figure out why she is the way she is, and boy, that would be great. And that would make her unnarcissistic, right? If she was, because we're all narcissistic. We start off, as sinful little creatures, and God convicts us of things that are wrong with us. And people, people that we love tell us things about ourselves, and we try to change those things, to mold into this better person for God that can be kind and gentle and patient, kind and gentle and patient, and more like Jesus, and to get His word and our testimonies across to help other people. Um, but you know, don't lose yourself for no one, guys. If someone can't, I wish that I wouldn't have just been like, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, because during the love bomb, phase, and when it's good, it's great, and it's like you find yourself just waiting for these, so you're just putting up with this terrible, toxic person that just nothing is ever good enough. And you just put up with it because, you're good. You feel like your good could outshine it. You feel like you could just shine through, like you could beat this moment, and if you just do it a little longer and just, you know, that it'll be all right. And maybe it will. You know, I kicked myself for a year, and finally it's like she's tried to come back, and I won't allow her. And this is before I found out about all this stuff. I would not allow that for her to just do what she did and not be accountable for anything that she caused. And they will not. They don't want to apologize. They want to. I made a decision, even though it was on a spur of the moment, whim wham. Fuck the police, by the way. Fuck you, Joey Durr, Joseph A. Durr. You should mind your own business. You're a punk ass bitch. If I ever seen you anywhere, I'd whoop your ass. And I know I'm supposed to forgive people, but that dude, he just, I mean, come on, man. Like, newer from high school, comes out of nowhere. He's supposedly, he works for the state. He's a general attorney, investigator for human trafficking or something like that. And I mean, I'm sure she lied to him. I don't care. Mind your own business. If it's not your marriage, I mean, how would you like me to, do that to your wife, Mister Durr? You fucking homo. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm anti-government anyway. We don't need police. You know, come to my neighborhood talking shit. We'll take care of it. Come try to rob one of us. We'll take care of it. But that's a different video for a different day. Yeah, we don't need government, guys. Why? So they can take all the money for a good cause and build themselves a mansion and whatever's left over, give to the cause. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's a way of them hiding money from the government. It's a way of them not getting taxed. It's bullshit. If you want to feed somebody, if you want to feed the poor, if you have been given that, blessing from God to be able to do so, then you could do that without a government, guys. Let's just be real honest. That's all I'm going to say about that, though. Yeah, they're just disrespectful. They're disrespectful. They do things, right before you'll go to like a family, they'll just do something horrid. And you're just like reeling from what just happened. And they're just happy as can be. They control and dictate everything. And especially to someone who's really like trying to feel a connection with them, it's crazy. Like, why can we never be in a good mood at the same time? Why do like? And then when you find out it's all just intentional, and that their love is very conditional because you're just an object to them. You're like a nice new TV, or a nice new car. Well, car's running good. You love the car. It's the greatest thing you ever seen in the world, right? Well, car breaks down. You love it a little less. Car is totaled, or car, is broke, and oh, fuck that motherfucking car. I don't need that car, and that's not the way the love of a human should work, It's supposed to be unconditional. Sickness, health, going through it. You shouldn't have to be perfect to be perfect in your partner's eyes. We're called to love people the way that Jesus does. And so, and that's what and that storm too, I was trying to get in touch with like my, spiritual self and learning about God and all that. So I'm thinking that they're doing these actions and I'm supposed to just doormat. Jesus wasn't a doormat though, guys. He wasn't. A lot of people think Jesus was a doormat. Yeah, he's nice, kind, and gentle, but hated sin and was quick to call it out. That's where a lot of people get confused in today's times too. No, it's not right to be gay. It's not cool. There's nothing cool about being gay, especially you guys. Like if you like something up your ass, you're weird, bro, and that's weird. It's not. If you feel something, you're supposed to probably have that feeling. Like if something don't feel right or seem right or look right, then it ain't right. That's in all these political, social things that it's fucked up. It really is. No, gay is gay. God does not like it. It is an abomination. That's in the New Testament. And love, you guys are confused and you need to check what the actual definition of love is. And this whole Cupid shoots his arrow, emotional, Cinderella feeling of love is bullshit. That's not really love. But love is a choice, guys. I tell people that all the time. It's a choice. And I chose to love someone that can't love, and that sucks. Um, but nothing will be good enough, guys. They'll never see you unless they get some help, and that wouldn't make them a narcissist anymore. That'd make them someone trying to get help because they know that they are toxic. And they want to go back and deal with why and figure out why. And that'd be great. I would love that if there was a heartfelt, deep apology, and not just a phone call like everything was going to be all right and like nothing happened. You know, um, yeah. Could I do that? Yeah. Could we move forward? Yeah, but no, not until you apologize. Not until you, yeah, apologize, and not until I can see some change. And now that I know what to look for, which is pretty much she's going to need some major conscience changing. But that's it for now, guys. Like, subscribe. See you next time.